Okay. Welcome to the virtual college fair by the Ohio Association for College Admission Counseling. So important that you're able to watch this, or if you're able to be here, so that you can get the inside scoop from these experts at these different institutions. They're really truly here to make the process the best for you so that you make the best decision for you. This part's really important. If you have any questions, you can type them into the Q&A because the panelists cannot see or hear you. I'll put all of this information into the chat as well. This is actually the last day for this, so there are not any more of these sessions, but there are always more at strivescan.com for future sessions, so just keep an eye out for that. A recording of this is available, including the chat, anything in the Q&A, of course, the video. So you can check that out at our website at strivescan.com/Ohio. And with that, we will kick it off to the first college, and that's Cuyahoga Community College.
Hi there, everybody. My name is Sarah Baldwin. I'm a recruitment specialist, well, one of our recruitment specialists here at TriC or Cuyahoga Community College. And with me is Melissa Swafford.
Hi, everybody. I'm Melissa Swafford. I am in the transfer center at what we call TriC, Cuyahoga Community College, and we help students transfer in and transfer out. So we're happy to be with you here today.
Great. Just some quick facts about TriC. We are the first and the largest community college in Ohio. We have open enrollment, which means if you apply, 99.9 times out of 100, you're going to be accepted. We serve more than 50,000 students a year. Okay, that's a lot of people. And more than 85% of our TriC grads are employed here in Cuyahoga County. We offer more than 200 certificates and degrees. As I like to say, we got more than Carter's got liver pills. So if you are interested in something, most likely we've got something that would be applicable to you here at TriC. We have multiple locations throughout Northeast Ohio. We have online and blended learning. So however you like to learn, we usually have a modality or way for you to learn that. We have multiple parts of the term. So whatever time of the year it is, you can likely get a start with us pretty quickly at TriC. We have our RTAU pass available for our students. So if you want to get some transportation, you can easily reach our campuses. We have the lowest tuition rates in Ohio, which to me is a huge selling point. You just can't get any better than TriC when it comes to the tuition. We've got a lot of great tuition incentives, which means that if you sign up for a certain amount of credits per term, you can sometimes get discounts on your tuition. We accept FAFSA, so grants, loans, and work study are applicable at TriC. We've got tons and tons of scholarships. We accept VA benefits, and we have people that can help you with that. And we have payment plans available as well if you want to pay out of pocket. Okay, so just real quick, this is a breakdown for you all to see the cost savings at TriC. And again, that's near and dear to my heart. Is I'm a very practical person. So when you come to school, obviously you want to go to a school that has outstanding faculty and you get a quality education. But when you come through TriC, you also save quite a bit of money. And as you can see, comparing to Cleveland State and Baldwin-Wallace, some schools that are local to us, you can see the same class essentially at TriC can be an incredible savings to you as a student. And this is just one example with our essentially freshman composition course, our English 1010. This is across the board. You can do comparisons. The savings is incredible at TriC. We have a lot of student support services, okay? And these are just the tip of the iceberg, but real quickly, we have the Learning Center. So if you need tutoring, if you need assistance, and we have this for many, many different classes and areas within the college. And there's different ways to get tutoring as well. So there's a lot of help. We have the Writing Center, which is a center, and we have them at all our campuses, where you can take maybe the rough draft of an essay or paper and get help. And you go through the different drafts and the rewrites and everything, get a lot of assistance writing essays for your English class or whatever class you need it for. We have counseling, and we have counseling centers at every campus. It's so important. You can get your academic advising at our counseling centers. You can get career advising as well as personal counseling. We have student accessibility services. So for students who that is applicable to, you can get assistance there. We have career services. So when you're done at TriC and you're thinking, I want to get a job, or maybe even while you're still at TriC, They can help connect you with employers and get you into different interviews and do job coaching and all sorts of things like that. We have TRIO support services. Again, they support our students in myriad different ways. We have Black American Council, Hispanic Council, Women in Transition, Veteran Services, our LGBTQ Ally Council and SOGE Council, and Student Life and Athletics. And that's just, like I said, just a little bit of what we've got. You want to talk about this, Melissa?
Yeah, thanks, Sarah. So a lot of students are like, well, community college just is technical college, but a lot of students come to Tri-C because they plan to get a bachelor's degree and they want to transfer out. Transfer after they finish their degree, and we have lots of options for you. So if you are thinking about a bachelor's degree and go, I've never really thought about starting at a community college, well, we are a great place to start, and we have dedicated transfer centers at each campus that provide support for students transferring in as well as those are transferring out. And we do lots of events and programming. We celebrate National Transfer Student Week every October, and we connect to students to colleges through our transfer college fairs like this one. In terms of Tri-C, we have tons of partnerships. I'm going to show you in just a second, but it's really, we really make it our mission to connect our students at Tri-C to our four-year partners from the very time they land at Tri-C through finishing their degree. So we have lots of different options for students to connect. This is just a small sampling of our university partnerships that we have. Many located in Northeast Ohio for students who are looking there, but also across Ohio into Pennsylvania and beyond. And we work with students no matter where they want to transfer. If it's one of these partners, that's great. But if you want to go somewhere else that we don't have a partnership with or a transfer pathway, we will build one for you. And we work with you individually to make sure you have a good experience at Tri-C and then transfer seamlessly to a four-year school.
Okay, just if you're thinking that this might be something you'd want to look into, this is how you get started with us as a transfer student. You would have your official transcript sent to us from your previous institutions, and there's the address right there, okay? You would do your English and math placement testing if needed. If you already are transferring in college level English and math from another institution, you would likely not need to do our placement testing. But let's say maybe you knocked out your college level English, but not the math yet, you would just need to do the math testing. And you don't need to go anywhere to do that. You can do that right through our student portal, and you can do it at home through your computer there. The transfer estimate, that would be something you would go over with Melissa or someone on her team. You'd make sure you complete a FAFSA for the upcoming year, meet with a counselor for academic advising, and then register for classes.
And
our contact info.
Yeah, so and Sarah and I are going to drop our contact info in the chat, but there are lots of people at Tri-C to help you on your path to transferring in and transferring out. Thank you all.
Thank you. Definitely put that in the chat so it can be accessed easily later. Next up, we have Defiance College.
Okay, so my name is Kara Fletcher. I am an admissions counselor at Defiance College. We are a private four-year liberal arts school. Our motto is defy the ordinary because we do want you to succeed. And we do have a 96.8% job placement rate. So I feel like we really do defy the ordinary here at DC. So here's some quick facts about us. We are a smaller school, about 500 undergraduate students. A majority will live on campus. We have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio, which means for every 11 students, there's going to be one of us, be it professors, admissions, advising. We also have the average class size of 15 people. So starting out as a freshman, you'll have 15, but by your senior year, you might have a class of 4 people. We do say 97%, but the actual percentage is 96.8, which means you are either working in your field or graduate or professional school, military or community service. That's how we come up with that 96.8. We are an athletic school. That is our recruitment model. So as you can see, we have multiple sports. We are a D3 school, so unfortunately we cannot provide scholarships in regards to athletics. We do have 32 majors and a few grad programs as well. We are also establishing an adult online completion course that will be business oriented. Our nursing program is fantastic because it's 1-to-1. So your first and fourth year, you will attend DC, but you can attend a 2-year school, and have their lower cost of tuition, much like Cuyahoga that presented before me. It's very easy to apply on our website. There is no application fee, or you could use Common App, whatever you find easier. Similar with transfer, there is a separate transfer application on our website. The requirements are a little bit different. We would need your college transcript as well as your high school. And as you can see, this is our process. You apply on our website, you turn in those materials. We are currently test optional except for healthcare related, so nursing and our pre-professional med and pre-dentistry. We'll get you accepted and then you deposit if you decide we're right for you. These are just a few of our visit days. I will skip over those because they're almost done. As a private school, we are a little bit more expensive. That's why we really stress that 96.8%. This is just a rundown of the fees that you're associated with DC. But we do offer many scholarships. So these are our usual based on your GPA. We aren't including test scores with that right now, unless you're in that pre-health major. There are also transfer scholarships that are based on your major or based on your GPA from whatever college you attended before. These are a few other scholarship opportunities we have. We also recommend looking at outside opportunities. We are a nationally acclaimed school, as you can see on this slide. Our nursing, our business, and education are all colleges of distinction. We support our military. We have a really fantastic Veterans Affairs department here at DC that will help you with your benefits. And service learning is a huge part, so it's very important that we're part of the President's Higher Education Service Honor Roll. It is one of our tenets, and we fully believe in that. And as you can tell, these are some of the programs we have in regards to volunteer work. It's called Project 701. It's totally student-led. You know, Operation Pink, you know, reading to children. Backpack Buddies is filling backpacks for underprivileged students. Whatever you can think of, you can create a program. We also have the Master's School for Humanity, which is basically our study abroad program. We don't have traditional tracks. What it is you take your major, let's say education, you create a research project around that, and then you go either in the Defiance community or abroad, so Belize, Panama, and you might be teaching third graders how to read in Cambodia. These are our student academic support services. That is in our library. We have counseling, editing for papers, tutoring. We also have our Institute for Career Readiness, which will help you with your resume and your cover letter and help you get an internship. A newly developed program we have is called Jacket Journey. You will create, you'll step in as a transfer or a freshman, and it's a 4-year career readiness plan. Freshman year, it starts out as a bullet point, what you'd like to do with your major, and by senior year, have you had an internship? Have you networked? Do you have a LinkedIn? But we have workshops and courses for you to attend. They are required, but we're one of the only institutes in America that has that program. These are a few of our opportunities that we provide. Obviously, these are more local, but you can see by the Cleveland Indians, you can see by NASA, of course, Cleveland Clinic. Those are some opportunities we have here. Many students stay in the community as well because they just really learn to love Defiance. It's a great, fantastic community. So you can see 4 County is our local technical institute, as well as Defiance High School. And here's my contact information. I will go ahead and include that in the chat as well. I am an admissions counselor for many states, but you can reach out to our admissions office in general, contact any of us, and we are more than happy to help you out. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Next up, we have Denison University.
Hi all, get my screen ready here. All right, everyone. Well, hello and good afternoon. My name is Jessie Yeager. I'm sharing with you about Denison University today. Denison is a 4-year residential private liberal arts college in Grandville, Ohio. Those words mean a lot of different things. Liberal arts colleges like Denison are generally small, so we have 2,300 students. Liberal arts colleges are usually residential on some level. So at Denison, you live on campus all 4 years. and liberal arts colleges usually value exploring. And so at Denison, you actually get until the end of your sophomore year before you have to decide what it is you'd like to major in. So that's a broad overview of type of school that we are. We're in Granville, like I mentioned, which is a small New England-sized village outside of Columbus, so probably half hour east of Columbus. Our 2,300 students come from all over the state and all over the country. So we're actually 80% out of state here at Denison. We have students from every state, 50 countries, and 50% of our kids are from beyond the Midwest. So something I think is really interesting about living on our campus is that you do live here for 4 years. And at the same time, you're living and learning from people who are like you, but also probably quite different than you. So that's part of the liberal arts experience for us. I mentioned that we're a relational college. So you do live on campus all 4 years. I'm a Denison grad. I graduated in 2010. I think this is one of the best parts about being a Denison student. I mentioned already the students coming from all over the country and all over the world. We very intentionally have you live and learn together for 4 years. Our students are from a variety of backgrounds, like I mentioned. You do have apartments as seniors on campus, so you do get some sense of independence. Denison is a predominantly white institution. We also really value diversity and inclusion. So you'll see a lot of our students engaging in conversations around equity and diversity and access. We have about 40% of our students are from underrepresented backgrounds. 1 in 3 are the first in their family to go to college. And I'll talk more about financial aid as that might play into economic diversity. Being a liberal arts college, our majors are more broad than they are specific. So for example, biology is one of our biggest majors, but we don't offer nursing and we don't offer those more specific career paths. Our largest programs at Denison are economics, communication, and biology. We also have programs that are popular in psychology, financial economics, English, of course. I majored in sociology and anthropology, so a variety of different programs you can choose from. You have until the end of your sophomore year before you need to select your program, and you will still be able to graduate on time in 4 years. Everyone at Denison is on what we call a 4-year plan, graduating 8 semesters after you came in. If you're a transfer student, you'll probably spend 2 years with us, so 4 semesters after you came in. Classes are small, 16 students on average at Denison, a 9-to-1 student to teacher ratio. So it is the kind of place where you will be a known entity academically, and you'll have people to guide you through selecting your major. Very common to major minor, double major, and have a variety of different skills and interests within your academic program. Here's some outcomes information for students. I don't know what you think of when you hear liberal arts. I think all employers want students to be able to think critically, communicate effectively, and write well. Everyone that graduates from a liberal arts college has those skills, and they can go in depth in their field of interest. A lot of our students are going straight into the workforce after graduation. However, many are going to graduate school. About a third of our students each year directly into graduate school. And you can see here some of the places they've gone. Denison has a career services center called the Knowlton Center. They'll support you with internships. If you're doing an unpaid internship, we will pay you to do that internship. If you're moving to a new city for the country, we can give you funding to cover the cost of relocating. So regardless of what you might be studying, you will likely do an internship, you will likely study abroad, and you will likely have significant involvement in student organizations. We have about 160 student clubs. So I describe our students as happily over involved. So there's lots of places to be making your mark at Denison. The last info I want to leave you with is the admission information. So the transfer process is really quite similar to the first year admission process. We have 2 deadlines. Ignore the screen. Our transfer deadlines are November 15 for spring semester, a start in January, and April 15 for a start in August in fall semester. We take the common application. Actually, for transfer students, we have a Denison specific application that you'll need to find on our website. And the only things we'll need from you would be your transcript from your current institution, your transcript from your high school, and then the Denison transfer application. We'll also need a college report from the college you're currently attending that shares about your conduct while you've been away at a different institution. Denison is test optional. We've been test optional for the last 15 years. We are very proud of that. And so transfer students are welcome to apply without their scores. We also have financial aid for transfer students. So we meet 100% of demonstrated financial need for all of our applicants, transfer students included. And you'll find out what need-based aid and merit-based aid you've won when you receive your admission letter. You'll also receive a credit evaluation if you're admitted. And so part of my job is to help facilitate with the registrar's office. So you'll know what credits are going to transfer to Denison before you decide if Denison is a good spot for you. I'll put my information into the chat. I am the admission coordinator for all transfer students, and I look forward to working with you. Thanks, Al.
Thank you. All right, next up we have Drexel University.
All right, hello everyone. I'm going to share my screen really quickly here. So thank you. My name is Jennifer Brown, and I am an Associate Director of Undergraduate Admissions here at Drexel University. So we are located right in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So for those of you that are familiar with that area, if you've been here and are familiar with 30th Street train station, it's kind of a centralized transportation hub. We're just a block and a half from there, but we're essentially in the southeast corner of Philadelphia. And as you can see on the screen, we are a comprehensive research university and experiential learning leader. So what that means is for research, we are actually an R1 research institution, which means there's fantastic research going on across campus that our professors are leading, and it gives a bunch of amazing opportunities for our undergraduate students to participate in that, and that absolutely includes our transfer students. Experiential learning leader. Experiential learning is a cornerstone in everything that we do here at Drexel. It's how we approach learning and kind of everything that we've built upon since we were founded in 1891. So it's very important for us that you get that hands-on learning here at Drexel. And just like a lot of the other research institutions, we are a little bit bigger. We are a mid-sized university, so we have over 14,000 undergraduate students here at Drexel, but we do still have just a median class size of about 19 students. And that's probably one of my favorite things about Drexel is that you have all of the amenities of that larger institution, but the individualized attention of a smaller one. We also have students from all over. So you can see here, we have students coming from 47 states, over 120 countries. And that's another hallmark of that Drexel education, that you're going to meet and learn from all different people from all different backgrounds, and really should be an important part of your college process in general. We also have over 80 undergraduate majors. So they're all housed within these colleges and schools that you can see here on the screen. So I always tell students, if you're whatever you're interested in, we probably have it. So take a look. They're all wonderful programs. And as a transfer student, when you're applying, you will be applying directly to the major that you're interested in. So when you're admitted, you are already admitted into that major when you come here to the university. And for that application process, we accept both the common application and we have a Drexel specific application for our transfer students. So whichever is most convenient to you. And if you have over 24 college credits completed at the time of that application, we don't need your high school transcripts or anything at that point. We would just need your college transcripts and information. If you have fewer than those 24 college credits, we will ask for that high school transcript in addition to your college transcripts, but we are test optional, so we aren't going to require that SAT or ACT scores for that application. So definitely check that out and let me know if you have any other questions about that application process. A wonderful thing too is that just by submitting the admissions application, our full-time transfer students will be reviewed automatically to see if they're eligible for one of our merit-based scholarships, which will be based on your college academics. We also have need-based financial aid, which is a great opportunity as well. So again, I can absolutely send more information if you have questions on all of that. But as I talked about, that experiential learning is so important to us. We really want you to learn the theory and then be able to apply it. And the ultimate enhancement of that too is going to be what we call co-op, our cooperative education program. That is our big thing here at Drexel. We've been doing this program for over 100 years. It was founded in 1919. So this is kind of like an internship program, but so much more. It is a 6-month work experience that is directly related to what you're studying and built into your time at Drexel. And students can come out with up to 18 months of work experience, depending on what co-op program that you are applying for. So this is really your chance to kind of take take control of your education and shape it into what you want it to be. What do you want to learn? Figuring out that career path. You're going to be able to test drive your career and figure out what you actually want to do before you even graduate, which is such a wonderful thing that you can do in case you do need to make some changes and pivot and make those adjustments. So these are just a few examples of what our students have done on co-op, everything from a public health major who did microgravity research at NASA, which I couldn't even tell you what that is, to a chemistry major who realized they really aren't interested in doing the R&D side of chemistry. So what can they do? And they realized that brewing has a lot of chemistry. So for their final co-op, they actually got a position with Victory Brewing Company where they worked with their brewmaster and they fell in love with it. And that's what they're now doing after graduating. So it's really, like I said, a really important part to our education. It's infused in those academics here at Drexel. And our students really have that leg up as well. 94% of our students a year out from graduating are either working or in graduate studies, and 93% are actually satisfied with their first positions out of college. So that's my best measure of success, is that our students are happy coming out and they found kind of what they're interested in doing, which is exactly what I want for my students. Although we're right in the city, so we may not look like those typical campuses, we have a very traditional student life atmosphere here though still. So we are Division I athletics. You may have seen us in the basketball tournament. We're so proud of how hard our student athletes worked over the past year. We also have over 350 student clubs and organizations. So that's my big piece of advice. No matter where you end up, definitely get involved in something. That's the best way to feel connected on campus. And we also want you to explore Philadelphia. It's right in your backyard. It's part of our campus. So engage civically, socially, and culturally with the city. We want you to be able to give back and also have fun while you're there, because it's a wonderful historic city as well. We have over 250,000 students within that region, so there's always something going on. So let me know if you do have any questions. This is all of my contact information up here, and I will also put my information in the chat as well. So let me know if you have questions, and thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Next up, we have Duquesne University.
All right, hello everybody. Let me get my screen share here. There we go. All right, well, hello everybody. This is my turn. My name is Jeff Patak with Duquesne University. Great to be here. Thank you so much for having us. You guys see my screen okay there?
Yes.
All right, give me a second here. There we go. Okay, now it's working. So that's my information there. If you're not familiar with Duquesne University, we are located in downtown Pittsburgh, just a stone's throw away from the great state of Ohio, about 2 hours from Cleveland, 3 hours from Columbus, maybe 4-ish from the Cincinnati area. So a lot of our first year and transfer students do come from Ohio. Feel free to snap that QR code. That'll get you some more information about Duquesne. But just to give you a little bit of information, we've been in Pittsburgh a very long time. We are proud Catholic university here, but we are welcoming to all. Our mission is to serve students that go out and serve the community. Most importantly, we're very proud to be a transfer-friendly institution, which you'll learn more about through my very quick Why Duquesne presentation. So excited to introduce you why students choose Duquesne as a first-year student, but of course, most importantly for you guys as a transfer student. We're talking about different sizes of schools. This is a very important number here. Duquesne, we have about 6,000 undergraduate students offering small class sizes, small student to faculty ratio. Transfer students that I work with find that we are the right size for them, not an overwhelming size school, but still large enough to have all those amenities that you want in a university, the PhD faculty, Division I athletics, research opportunities, scholarships, co-ops. We have all of that for our incoming transfer students. So Duquesne is the right size fit for students that choose to be here. We are also located in a downtown environment. We do have what we call the best of both worlds campus. We have a very private 48-acre campus right in the heart of the city, but you have beautiful Pittsburgh all around you, offering everything from internships, clinicals. You can see student teaching, all of the sports that you're going to want, everything that you can possibly want as a college student. So it's not a boring place to go to school with nothing to do. There is actually so much to do here on Duquesne's campus and also in Pittsburgh. So when you ask students why Duquesne, the location is a huge reason. This is really the main reason, though, why students find Duquesne is our academics. Duquesne University, well known and recognized for outstanding academics, excellent outcomes. We have 9 different schools of study. We are a direct entry program. Transfer students can apply for all of our majors here at Duquesne. They are accepted directly into those programs. So we are direct admit. Very hands-on, lots of new academic programs coming, our brand new College of Osteopathic Medicine starting in fall 24, our new public health program, applied data. So just a lot of great opportunities for students to study here at Duquesne. These are the different schools we have on campus here. You'll see our Rango School of Health Sciences, which houses our very popular physician assistance program, programs like physical therapy, occupational therapy, et cetera. Our 6-year School of Pharmacy program. We have our wonderful School of Business, our Bayer School of Science, and of course our School of Law, where we also offer a 3+3 early admissions program for students that transfer students are eligible to apply for coming out of their university. Also our McAnulty College of Liberal Arts, which is the foundation of our core learning here at Duquesne. Wonderful School of Music. You can see a Steinway Piano School. They love their transfer students to come into the School of Music, offering 6 different bachelor's programs. Our nationally recognized School of Nursing also does accept transfers. And then, of course, I already mentioned our College of Osteopathic Medicine. So I like to show all the different schools on campus so you get a feel for who we are. We'd love to talk to you more about what type of program you're studying and how that fits in with Duquesne, because our academic advisors really want to have that conversation with you. When you talk about our retention rate at Duquesne, this is a big reason. We're just under 90% retention, which means students at Duquesne are very happy. Our student life is a huge reason. All of our study abroad opportunities, our campus in Rome and Dublin, very hopeful that's going to start to come back very soon. Different student organizations, mentioned athletics, and of course, all the fun that we have in Pittsburgh. We have been on campus this past year throughout the pandemic, and we've already announced that we'll be on campus as well. We are a transfer-friendly school, as I mentioned. We are a proud transfer honor roll school, Phi Theta Kappa, for you community college students. We actually offer a special scholarship, the $2,500 additional for PTK members. Transfer scholarships can be awarded up to $20,000 in scholarship based on your merit. So we certainly invite you to apply. We want to talk to you about your goals. We want to get you a great scholarship and introduce you to Duquesne University. So that's my quick Why Duquesne presentation. That's my information there. And I'll also drop that in the chat. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Next up, we have Kent State University.
Hey everyone, sorry about that. I clicked and it was on the wrong thing. So I'm going to get my presentation up. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. So like I said, my name is Jonathan Gates. I am a transfer enrollment specialist here at Kent State University. I've been here for a little while now, and I have been loving helping transfer students come into Kent State. So where is Kent State? Well, it's in Kent, Ohio, of course. Kent is in Northeast Ohio. It is the #1 ranked college town in the state of Ohio. Which is really great for us because we can kind of offer you a small college town kind of environment while giving you a global sized campus. And we still have Akron and Cleveland, both are less than an hour drive away. So our students are very close to those larger metropolitan areas. And then we're also fairly close to like Canton, Columbus, and even like Pittsburgh, all within at least a couple of hours. So who attends Kent State? Our Kent campus has 22,000 undergraduate students by itself, but throughout the 8-campus network that spans all over Northeast Ohio, we have about 36,000 students, and that makes us the 3rd most attended college in the state of Ohio. We think that part of the reason of that is that we are listed as a 1st tier on the best national universities by US News and World Report. We're actually the only public school in Northern Ohio to even place on that list. So we're incredibly proud of that. A large portion of that is going to be the fact that we have 10 different degree granting colleges on campus and a couple of more that don't grant degrees, like our University College and Honors College. But throughout all of these, there's a lot of highly accredited programs, and we have more than 350 majors and programs on our campus. So there really is something for every single student that comes. But another reason why we might be first here on that list is that really our graduates are what employers are looking for. They know how to think critically. They have a global perspective. They communicate well. They work well independently as part of a team. They're definitely leaders. What we can do for you if you're looking to transfer to Kent State beforehand is offer a lot within our transfer admissions unit. And we can look at your transfer credits before you even come to the university to give you a good gauge of what transfers in, how it applies to a degree. And we also have like a slew of what we call degree pathways now. So for a lot of our community college partners, we'll have kind of a good setup for you to start at a community college and end at Kent State without skipping a beat. And really, we offer a lot of these services through pre-advising. Usually that would entail an appointment of some sort. So you would set that up with me. It's really easy on our website. I have a self-scheduler. So a lot of our students do it that way. It's a really good way to get that process started. We do have a lot of virtual stuff going on right now as well. So if you do want to see what's going on, like virtual visit days and department updates, kent.edu/virtual KSU is a great place to do that. But real quick, we were talking about pathways and these are really popular. So I did want to spend just a moment kind of looking at these. If you want to see all the pathways that we have, you can zap the QR code at the bottom, but they kind of work just kind of like a normal program sheet would look like. You would have an 8-semester sequence. This particular one is a 9-semester sequence, but you can see that about half the degree is going to be, in this case, completed at Columbus State, and then half of it is going to be completed at Kent State. So our students, are able to build all of their degrees on these pathways into bachelor's degrees without, ever wondering, am I taking the right course or does Kent State take this? Of course we take it. Speaking of taking courses though, when you do transfer those credits, after you're admitted, an official transfer credit evaluation will take place. It'll automatically be added to your account, and anything you earned at a regionally accredited college in the past at the D letter grade or higher, we will take as transfer credit for sure. Will it apply to your program? We do like to have that conversation before you transfer, call that applicability. If you just reach out to me, we can talk about that. That would be kind of that pre-advising with the transfer enrollment specialist. So to transfer, we would need you to apply online. Just on our website, it takes about 15-20 minutes. We're going to need your transcript from your current college and any college that you have attended in the past, whether that be in high school or whatnot. And actually for fall 21 applicants right now, we are waiving that application fee, so you wouldn't worry about the $50. So it's a really great time to apply. So once we get all of that, we're able to process your application pretty quickly. For the university, we do offer some of the best transfer scholarships in Northeast Ohio for our public institutions. In the transfer scholarships, you're going to be reviewed for those just for applying. You don't need to do anything extra. But we do have a bunch of other scholarships that we offer through like our departments. So we have a specific transfer departmental scholarship search on our website. And we also have a really great external scholarships search on our website as well, just trying to get that price down as much as we can for our students. As part of the onboarding experience, you're going to attend Transfer Kent State. It's our orientation program. In the past, it could be in person or online. Now it's all online, of course, through the pandemic, but a big thing, you're going to get acclimated to Kent State and you're going to meet with your academic advisor. So you're really going to go get your first schedule's worth of classes, look at degree outlooks. It's a really great conversation. So just as a quick recap, kind of the next steps to Kent, we would need your transcripts. You'll get that credit evaluation and you'll attend orientation and meet with your advisor. I just flew through a ton of information and I obviously know that. But I think a really great way, other than scheduling an appointment or calling me or giving me an email, is to actually follow us on social media. So this page is going to show you some of the big 4 accounts, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Our students do a lot of cool stuff all the time. So if you want to, it's free. You can do it from your home, and you can see what they're up to and all of the cool things even my faculty do on a campus. But again, my name was Jonathan Gates. I am your transfer enrollment specialist for the state of Ohio here at Kent State University. If you do have any questions, feel free to let me know. But thanks for coming.
Right, thank you. If I could have all the panelists turn their camera on, we're going to do a little round table question. I'm going to share this here on the screen. All right. So what advice would you give someone going through the transfer process in the same order you presented?
Right. So I work with transfer students both in and out, and I would say number one advice, ask all your questions. Don't leave any questions unanswered. We're here to help, and we want to make sure you have all the information that you need. So ask your questions.
My biggest recommendation is to really establish your relationship with your admissions counselor. All the admissions counselors in our office here at DC, we all deal with transfer students. We don't just have one set counselor or whatever your title is. The better relationship you have, the easier it is for us to work with the registrar ourselves and figure out where you're at academically and get you the quickest route to graduate.
My advice would be to visit campus if possible. We are in a global pandemic. It may not be possible, but meeting the students who will be in class with you and living alongside you, I think will really be informative.
Oh, Denison took mine, but yes, I would say that whether it's virtual or on campus, I'm a big proponent of visiting campus because I'm specifically work on the transfer team here, and transfer students deserve to find that right fit school just like any other student. So that's usually a really great way. And the other thing I would say is I know transfer credits are obviously going to be a huge piece. So definitely find out from the schools you're interested in if they do have any partnerships, any articulation agreements. Some may not. We have some, we don't search for some programs. So knowing what that pathway is can be helpful to your time to degree so that you kind of know what to expect.
Okay, you guys stole all my answers, but I agree with everything everyone said. Take your time, do your research, visit. You want to transfer one time. Like, don't apply to 10 schools and go to the school that gives you one more transfer credit. Like, go out and visit, find the school that's the right fit for you, that you're going to thrive at. So hopefully we can do that soon.
Yeah, I do also agree with all of these points. They're great. And even to go a step beyond the transfer credits, when you go and you talk to, whoever at the 4-year institution or the 2-year institution, just ask, how do these credits apply to my program? Because they might say like, well, all of your credits transfer in. That's kind of not always like, if your nursing classes aren't necessarily going to be applying towards an engineering degree. So you want to make sure that those specific credits are going to apply to your degree. And then also set up a relationship with the person that works at the institution. So for me, like, I have a ton of students that will like not even introduce themselves anymore. They'll literally just ask me a question. And I've just seen the name so many times now. I say that and saying like, do not feel like you're burdening us. This is our job. We're here to help. And we want to give you that best information.
Okay, that's all fantastic advice. Just thank you again to the panelists for giving us your expertise. The one thing I like to plug is that anyone watching this, definitely reach out to these folks because they are there to help you. That is what they do. That is what they know. And they want to make sure that you are in the place that you have the best fit. When you leave here, there's a quick survey. There are not any more sessions for this particular transfer, but there are going to be more in the future. And a recording, of course, is available at strivescan.com/Ohio. So best of luck to anyone watching this. And thank you again to our awesome panelists, and have a good evening.